Happy New Year, all of y'all. Kind of weird to change my hey guys, but I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have changed. Hey guys, welcome to the first video of 2022. Obviously, we have to do a review of last year and a goals for this year, because that's how everybody in the world starts their new year. I already have the first part of this video filmed separately because it goes over two of my goals, and those were two fitness goals. So I'm gonna put those in the appropriate places here, but it is January 1st. I had planned out this video like 2 weeks ago, and then the last 2 weeks of my year were building up like excitement, but I didn't do anything. As expected, I made 22 goals for the year 2022. I kind of want to find a nicer way to display them so I can like mark them off better. Haven't quite figured out something that I would like to do for that yet, but gonna go over them quickly, with the first goal being this one. Hey guys, Happy New Year. It is officially January 1st, 2022, and there are so many goals for this year. I shouldn't even be like bending down like that. I should be like squatting. I'm gonna go over all of my 22 goals for 2022 mostly in the second part of this video. 2 of them are fitness related. Last year I didn't really focus on fitness at all because I was mainly focused on maintaining and recovering from my back injury. But now I still have a few more months with my chiropractor, so I want to see what I'm able to do without hurting myself, essentially. Both of my fitness goals are work toward being able to do the thing, back allowing that I'm allowed to do them. A little, not totally winded, but we just took the pups on a walk, and then we came back and did our first workout of the month. We're using Derby's Fireheart 30-day workout program, and I always use their site for like at-home workouts just because they have so much variation. And it's fun when they do all the planning and you just do the thing. So check out derby.com. Part of my goal, the first one that I'm gonna film it today. I'm gonna give you guys a couple clips of it just to see how bad it goes. But it's for me to see my progress as well. My goal is to be able to do a 5K in 30 minutes. And this, I think that was my best time ever when I was more fit, and when I was actually running consistently. So I want to work back down or up to that goal. And so we're going to do a 5K. Probably gonna be walking a lot of it because I have like a head cold, and the humidity is high. It's like really misty out, so like everything just feels very thick. So I'm not looking forward to breathing. We're gonna film it so I can have a time for how long it takes me to do that, and then I will challenge that each week and see my progress until I reach my goal. And then there's one more which I will film separately and add into this clip a little later. So let's do the hard part and do the 5K. Thankfully you guys just get to see a few seconds. I'll probably be on here for 45 minutes. I'm gauging around 45 minutes because I don't know how much running I'm gonna do. But number 1. 7. Is that it? 3.1? Yep. Oh, hi. Well, you did it. It's not on 80%. This is good. It's good enough. Real lighting. Probably shouldn't have sat like this, but oh. Just cool down. 3.1 miles exactly was 46 minutes, 30 seconds. So I estimate about 45. I was a minute and a half under, but I got the 5K. I burned 382 calories, sure. Maybe. But 46:30, so we want to take that down 16 minutes and 30 seconds. So that win is about as expected. I honestly, like I said at the beginning, I didn't expect to do any running, any jogging, because I'm just so stuffed. I probably don't sound it right now, but it's like way in like the back of my nose and the back of my throat. But we did it and it felt really good. So I'm gonna make sure I do my stretches so I ain't feeling it tomorrow. Yeah. Obviously still gotta figure out how to make the progress. I usually have Mondays off, so Monday is gonna be my 5K day where I lock myself here in the garage and see what I do, better for worse. So I'm thinking maybe 2 other times during the week working on stamina, like doing a mile or 2 or whatever, plus the derby workouts, which those are, like I said, mostly like combat, like punching and kicking. And I do want to dance though, like listening to those songs always makes me want to, but I know if I'm not following a choreography and I just freeball it, I'm more like to hurt myself because I'll think I can do something when I shouldn't be doing it. Whereas with choreo, if I feel the move is gonna tweak my back, I can modify it. Assuming everything else goes well with the year and I get my other goals done, I should be able to work more of that in, because I think my big things I want to be able to do is I want to go bouldering and feel more comfortable on the walls, and then I do want to do dance again. There's 1 or 2 studios in town that does or at least advertised adult hip hop, and for various reasons other than my back I've been putting that off. A lot of it is I don't feel confident in my ability to learn choreo. I feel like being on for some reason I'm always like half a step off. I don't know, so that's obviously something I would work on, but we're not going to worry about that until more goals are completed. And if, like I said, if everything goes as planned this year, probably looking at next year being a little bit more balanced between fitness and work. I'm gonna finish stretching. We're gonna do our 22 push-ups, and I'll explain a little bit about that, and then going to go over all the other goals with you guys and continue starting this new year on the best foot I possibly can, which at this, it's gonna be my right foot. Left knee is a little tight. So coming at you from a very different angle, we are on the floor of my basement, which is the only safe place to do push-ups when the dogs are in the house, because as soon as you get on the floor, they think you are a dog. So we're going to avoid that catastrophe. So with 22 push-ups, it is primarily because it's year 2022. I picked that number. I know it is veteran suicide self-awareness. I think that's October or something, which I do think is a great cause, but that's not my intention. It is just for 2022. The goal is to be able to do 22 real push-ups in a row. Is that as a set? I know I can do a couple. Maybe less because I'm a bit winded and drained right now. Whatever I'm gonna do as many real ones as I can, and then I'm gonna finish the 22 on my knees because I know I can do them on my knees with very little struggle. And watch me struggle. The goal is at the end of the year to be able to do 22 real push-ups. Yeah. Okay. So we're not going to give you the side view right now just because I don't feel like moving. Really don't want to do this right now. Ooh, I felt that in my back. Where I was scooping more than pushing. So that was 6. We did 6. That's okay. Let's finish out. I think my arm's a little too far out. 10. Ooh, starting to feel that. Ooh. Sorry, 3 more. 20. Or maybe 4 more. 22. Okay. So, 6 is the number we're starting at for January 1st, 2022. Like after the 5th one, that 6th one, I really felt my form break. And like I said, with already stressing my back out, stressing it more so today, I didn't want to have bad form. So I did stop at 6. I didn't think I could do too many more, but then I finished. And right about 16, 17, even on my knees, that felt like, you know, a workout. So we did the 22. Oh. I hope you guys find some sort of inspiration from this. If nothing else, I can at least improve and look back at my lack of ability. I'm gonna go shower, clean up, get my thoughts together, and we're gonna talk about the rest of this year and all the things to come. Alrighty, so those are the only fitness goals that I set this year, and there is definitely a lot more that I want to do, as I should have mentioned. I'm not sure exactly how much I put in that clip arrangement there, and I'm really hoping I can get through this video without crybaby Treyu. Alright, on to the rest of the goals. So there's a lot of variety in these goals, and with 2021, this is probably the best time to review it because it's going to be super quick. I only set 4 goals, and I purposely set them with low expectations. So I wanted them to be easily achievable, but I also didn't kind of know how much effort I was going to put in for the year when I hadn't been on any sort of like discipline for a while. So that was basically launch my Patreon, finish the Ashport trailer, read 26 books, and finish the manuscript for Tower of Dogs. I got them done. I don't need to go into too much detail because I think I've done that like throughout the past 12 months. Even though those were my big 4 goals, I set multiple goals each quarter. And that's where I kind of struggled because I was trying to do like videos every week or at least twice a week. Then I was doing patch illustrations once a month. I was working on a crochet, writing and editing, and because obviously once I finished the manuscript, you know, it was editing, get it ready for publishing, do all those other things. So that obviously took the whole year, but the book is coming out. Woo. I think the biggest thing that I got out of last year was I realized I am a very diverse person when it comes to things that I do. When I rebranded with Halo Moon Studios, I was like, I'm writing novels and I'm going to do a kids book with Patch and do those illustrations and try to like keep all of my current and new art more professional. Well, yeah, I still want to work on that, and I have not worked on my digital painting as much. You know, forcing myself to do an illustration of Patch each month wasn't that hard, but it wasn't going in the direction that I expected because I was trying to make like calendar pages and I wanted to use Etsy somehow, and then after 3 months I'm like, I don't have Etsy material, and that's fine. So I had to close that shop. And I did keep up with Patreon posts, but I only had 4 to 5 supporters throughout the year, and I didn't get a lot of feedback from them, so I was constantly like, am I giving enough? Am I doing enough for people to even care that they're giving me like $2 a month? Is what I'm like, is this enough? And I was very insecure about it. I look at everything that I want to do and I want to have on my website, and that does include the manga that I had done for 8 years. Like I sort of tried to push that part of me away, and I reread through my stories, and I think they do have some like enjoyment to them. So I'm trying to reprint them this year, and that's gonna fall in the goals as well. Bringing back everything that makes me me. I try to do the same thing with my YouTube channel, where I was focusing exclusively on writing and reading and like book stuff, with a little bit of art stuff towards like I said, the new illustrations with Patch. And I figured out what I like and what I don't like. Like I said, going back to including everything, that's why I did put fitness goals on my list this year. I mean, I'm not like a fit crazy gym person, but I do enjoy working out. I do enjoy being able to do, activities. I'm probably not going to be doing like sports anymore, but different things, and that's coming later. We already talked about the fitness stuff, so I need to get into the rest of the goals. So a couple that I kind of briefly touched on with the reprinting my manga. I've already reprinted 2 of them since November, and I did XYZ and the first book of With a Cherry on Top. Now I have 2 more books of that to edit and reprint. So when I had originally done them, I did them in the original manga style of reading right to left. I'm just going to print it through KDP just so I am able to have a copy and it's out there. But they would prefer it left to right, and that's fair. So I'm essentially flipping all of my pages, going through my text, making sure everything lines up, doing some small edits here and there. So with a cherry on top, it's not going to take too long, but I've just decided to make each book a goal. That way, if I get them all done, heck yeah. If I don't, at least I've gotten X number of books done. After I finish the With the Cherry on Top series, I also want to reprint my Kuro Kenshin series. That has 7 books. Books 2 through 6, not going to be an issue. Like, it's just going to be the same process of flipping and then going over the text again. Book 1, when I initially printed it, and all of my current files from that book are of a lower quality. I didn't scan them in properly, and I'll go over more details when I'm actually like working on that. But I think I might end up rescanning all the line art and toning the pages to match the later quality, so the series overall has a more consistent quality. I'm going to use that word over and over, but that's what it's about. It's bringing that quality up to a better average. And then with the 7th book, most of it I can just flip over, but I'm really disappointed in how I ended it because I rushed the ending and it just goes, it's done. Like when I reread it, I was like, I ended it here? I suck. And I know what I want to do with that, but it will take at least, drawing some more pages. It could be 10 pages to kind of smooth out the ending a bit more, or it could be a chapter, or it could be 2 chapters. I don't know yet. Hopefully that's way later in the year, so we'll get to there and deal with that then. So those 7 plus the 2 Waycott are 9 of my goals. Adding on to that, once those are all done, or even in the process of doing it, I want to make sure that my website is updated with each of book that's now available, covers, some previews. So really keeping up with my website, thehalomoonstudios.com, since I did go for paying the domain name. Yeah, I want to keep that updated. So that's goal number 10. And this is not really in any particular order of like importance, but so 10 plus the 2, so we're 12 goals covered. Obviously with writing and Tower of Dogs coming out in like 10 days, I'm working on the sequel. I'm over halfway through draft 1, but I'm reading through it and adding more before I get to the ending. So the first goal with that is to finish the manuscript, and that is finish a draft from beginning to end. That does not count the edits. I file that more under the other part of that goal, which is get it ready for publishing. So that's going to be the rounds of edits, the beta readers, editor, all of that. And then I need to create the cover. So getting the cover for the sequel, DOS, I don't think I've revealed the title yet, but that's coming up in 10 days too. That takes another 3 of my goals: manuscript, get it ready for publishing, and do the cover. And then in theory, I should be able to start writing the 3rd book in July. Should. Will I be able to? Not 100% sure, but before the end of the year, I want to at least start the first draft of the 3rd book, which is the final book in the trilogy. Another one related to the writing and reading world is I want to read 12 indie books over the course of the year. Ideally, that's like at least one a month. I'm not trying to make a TBR like I did last year, so I haven't picked out the books yet. I have 3 currently picked out because I already have them on my Kindle ready to go. So I'm going to start with those 3 and then go from there. But I just want to like read and review or promote 12 indie books this year for my indie spotlight. This one's kind of work related. I have to take a certification test. I took one last month, December 7th, and that was like part 1 of my test, but I have a second certification I have to do. I have a while, like I have a year and a half to do it, but I want to get it out of the way. So I'm thinking maybe in the summer, but I want to take and hopefully pass that test. So passing it is the real goal. This one's kind of just a personal. I want to knock another off my mortgage, paying some money off, you know, getting debt down. And then that leaves a few more artsy things outside of the whole gotta redraw some part of your manga. First, this is actually a project from my mom. She's working on a, we call it like a green web cyclopedia, sort of a way to introduce kids to environmental awareness. And back when I was in high school or so, I drew 9 cards. If I can find them, I'm gonna put them up here. Just so she had like a card for each topic. I offered to redo them because I looked at them and I was like, I can do better. So we're kind of incorporating that with Patch, and we're gonna use like Patch and Friends as the characters instead, and we're gonna do some more critters for the cards. So I have 9 of those cards and a logo to do. For my own things, I do want to do more crochet. I only got the 1 done last year. Like I did Pawpaw, and then I did a little basket for my dryer hedgehogs. Yeah, and then the one is dead. So I didn't do as much as I'd wanted. I wanted to do like 1 1/4. So that's gonna be my goal again. However, rather than trying to follow a specific pattern, I wanna have fun with it. So I'm gonna have like an idea of a critter in mind, but I'm not gonna follow a set pattern. I'm gonna kind of figure out my own way to do it. So they may look very weird or they might be fun colors, but I want to do 3 to 4 of those this year. And then the last one. This one is like, if this could get done, I would be so happy. But this is gonna take a lot of work, and I've been wanting to do a trailer for my books. I spent a long time looking for copyright-free or royalty-free music because I do want vocals in it, and it was just, I wasn't finding anything for the longest time. And then I found not just 1, but 2 songs. So 1 for book 1 and 1 for book 2. So my goal, best case scenario goal here, is to do a really rough draft of the trailer for book 1, gauging a 30 to 45 second legit trailer. What's legit to me, the best that I can do. So this is really going to challenge my art skills, really going to challenge patience. Patience. And by drafting, I mean like the scribbly parts of it. I could do 30 seconds, I could do the whole song. That's how I'm picturing it. It's gonna be so cool. It's so cool in my head, and I just want to bring that to life. It may not get done this year, like I may get the draft. It's definitely something I'm going to keep pursuing, so whether it be next year or whenever, there will be a trailer. It will be animated to the best of my abilities, and it will be, yeah, I hope you guys like it. Too bad you have to like it because I made it and I worked hard. So, please like it. I'm pretty sure I went through all 22 goals. If you guys have any questions or want more details about them, feel free to ask below. Obviously, it's going to be a topic for the next 12 months, but I will probably be keeping like a fitness video separate from a writing, separate from a drawing. So everything's going to be in this own little different category. I'm probably going to have some different playlists going on this year as well. Looking forward to it. Yes, and my biggest goal is to love my puppies. Right, Atreyu? Is that my biggest goal? This puppy. Atreyu? Atreyu? Is my biggest goal to love you? Is it to love you? Such a needy boy. I do love him though. So now that we've gone over all of my crazy goals, and I'm getting pulled away by my puppy, what are your guys' goals? I'm trying to like casually watch as many that I can and get an idea of what everybody's working on so I can support you as well. But you can let me know in the comments below, or like I said, you can ask any questions about mine. January 11th, in 10 days, Tower of Dogs is coming out. You can currently pre-order on Barnes & Nobles. The Kindle version is you can pre-order on Amazon, and then obviously day of, that paperback on Amazon is going to be published as well. And if you want a signed copy, you can order it from me on my Ko-fi page, and that link is going to be below. Obviously, you might have to wait a little bit longer for the shipping because I wait for the books to come to me and then I ship them to you through media mail. So it shouldn't take too long once I get them, but waiting for them is taking forever. The hardcovers are taking forever. Let's see, those are my like bubble mailers, and that is the 14 books left. I ordered 15, but I have the paperbacks in here, but a lot of the people upgraded to hardcover, so I'm not sending out too many. Hey. And then got some maps in there. So I'm actually going to show you guys packing up stuff in a later video. So check that out. Obviously, you're more than welcome to check out my Patreon, my Instagram. All of the links are below. I'll do my best and update. I'm going to have to write a little post on all 22 of these on my Patreon so they know how crazy this year's going to be. And then I will talk to you guys in the next video. Fingers crossed my audio stayed in sync.